Welcome back to The Express at Cypress Mountain for our winter recreation special. Earlier on the show, found me at Mount Seymour for a little snowboarding 101. And here's what happened when I actually started going downhill.
For the next part of the lesson, we're going to go down to the rope toe, and a little bit steeper, might be a little bit scary, but you should be okay. We're going to be riding with 2 feet, actual snowboarding. Standing up, what you want to do is try and move your bum as close to the board as you can. So you just make your hands onto fists and kind of walk forward, and then if you grab the front edge of your board, try and get as close as you can and kind of hug your knees, and you're up, first pop. At the moment our board's across the hill. To start going straight down and practice that stopping, we're just going to lower our toes a little bit. Keep those eyes up. Once those toes go down, you start moving to stop. Just squat down and dig those heels in. And then squat down and lift those toes up.
Oh!
That's it, that balance will come. That's really good though.
I should have brought a butt pillow.
You know, we push both our toes down to move straight. This time we're only going to push our front toe down.
Okay.
So pretty much just lean onto your front leg and we're going to lift across towards the camera. And you'll start moving in that direction.
It's like we're dancing!
360, that's it.
Oh. I'm okay.
You got it.
I can't remember what to do!
So just leaning onto the foot if you want to go this way. Return that weight even to both feet to stop, and then to go back that way, just look across and lean towards that foot. That's it. That's it. Oh.
Look at me, shredding some sweet powder!
Looking across the hill, that's it. That's it.
Almost!
You got it.
Seriously, that was so much fun. How'd I do?
You did amazing. Natural snowboarder, eh?
Yeah, you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
A couple more hours and you'll be charging everything.
Yeah. Natural face planter. It's good. Big thanks to Andy, awesome instructor, and for me, Mount Seymour is the perfect place to learn to snowboard, or at least to try. Great place to get my feet and my hands and my butt wet. You're watching The Express, and up next we're going to explore Whistler's Mountains with perhaps the most tranquil mode of transportation, the silent snowy steppes of snowshoeing.
A magical place. Snow falls outside of time. A creek still teems with life. And the sound of snowshoes harmonize naturally, as if each footstep were the instrumental heartbeat driving forth Mother Nature's symphony.
Beautiful out here, isn't it?
Canadian Snowmobile Adventures guide Luke Koala is the skywalker of the Callahan Valley, which feels oh so far, far away in a distant galaxy. The Force is with him on every snowshoe tour, on every tree encounter.
I've been playing outside for, well over a decade, climbing and backpacking and skiing. I've always just loved naturalism. I've loved the intricacies of the inner workings of the forest, I should say, how everything kind of just, goes together and nothing's really out for its own, Everything works together, everything's symbiotic. So we got female on this side, male on this side. They are authentic to the Coast Salish down in Squamish. We've been told that they are a mating pair, so this is actually a fertility omen.
Part philosopher, part bookworm, Serenity turns to science as the tour progresses down the Medicine Trail. Historically a First Nations trapping line and harvesting resource, basically the modern-day equivalent of a medicine cabinet.
The medicinal properties of everything around us right now are pretty huge. Everything from just a quick bout of vitamin C to some organisms and plants that were used to control or even treat and even cure type 2 diabetes. All right, new numerous bunch of organisms on this particular tree.
And all of them, this Paramount of nature teaches, are good for you.
All pretty much good for you. This stuff right here is actually going to be in the tea we're drinking. All these lichens are basically, number one, antibiotic. So you can actually use them in wounds as a gauze or as basically a bandage. And when you drink them in the tea, they're really good for your lungs and your immunity.
Drinking 4 cups of this tea a day, 40 hours a week, it's no wonder the Saskatchewan native energetically tackles everything on the tour, from plants' healing properties to survival tips, to just appreciating the beauty of the scenery like it was for the first time.
As long as the snow's falling, I got a smile on my face.
What an incredible way to spend a snowy afternoon. Today's tour is 2.5 hours followed by a snack. Now in the evening they snowshoe for an hour and then they head over to the caboose for a giant bonfire, chili and brownies all made by the Barefoot Bistro. Now this is what I call roughing it. And as the tour wrapped up on top of a frozen lake, it was time for tea. A medicinal brew sourced from the land we explored.
This right here is a piece of a reishi mushroom. I just like to call it the superpower tea because it makes it feel like a Superman. Wonderful stuff.
Wonderful stuff, thanks to experiencing through the eyes and heart of a wonderful guy.
Cheers to great day.
Cheers, you too. Thumbs up.
The Medicine Trail Snowshoe Tour takes about 3.5 hours. Snowshoes, boots, and even coats are provided. You can sign up at CanadianSnowmobile.com. Now, if you're into the competitive side of snowshoeing, you can hit the snowshoe grind at Grouse Mountain and then trade in your shoes for some wings and try the zip lines.
During the winter, Grouse Mountain is a popular destination for all your cold weather fun. One adrenaline-pumping activity you might not think to do in the winter is ziplining.
Ziplining here at Grouse Mountain is fantastic all year long, but in the winter it's particularly great because you get to go through the snow-topped trees. We have 5 lines here, all ranging. They start off easy, get a little faster and a little longer, ending up over the back of the canyon, lines 4 and 5, and you can go up to 80 kilometers an hour.
Chris Taylor is my ziplining guide, and he says the lines here at Grouse Mountain are all a bit different.
It starts off nice and slowly, kind of gets you used to it a little bit, and then we really throw you into the action. Really steep, fast line at line 2. And then 3, nice and bouncy, playful.
Chris and his co-worker Megan give me a brief rundown of what to expect and make sure I meet all the requirements.
Today, just running a 3-line tour, and you're in good health as well, free from any heart, back or neck problems, high blood pressure, motion sickness. Yep. And you're not pregnant, are you?
Not that I know of.
Perfect. Yeah. All right, so with each of the zip lines, we have a deck at the top and at the bottom.
I'm offered some last-minute advice on how to get the most out of my first ziplining experience.
Just take in the views that's there, because on a day like today, it's absolutely beautiful, and you don't want to miss anything out. A lot of first-timers just look where they're going and don't take anything in.
As a first-time zipliner, I have to say it's the closest I've come to flying, and it's probably that feeling that draws people back in the winter, especially when they're flying across a frozen lake.
Especially around, Christmas right now, it can get a little festive. And it's just, for those that don't ski and ride, it's a different, unique activity that you can get out and do in the winter.
Well, thank you so much for your time, guys. Really appreciate it. And thanks for letting me survive through my first ziplining experience.
I'm Peter Verge in North Vancouver for The Express.
The day Peter was up there, the last 2 lines were closed for maintenance. Too bad, because those are the highest and the fastest. I've tried them all in the sun and the snow, both totally different experiences and both super fun. You're watching The Express, and we've got more ways to enjoy winter in Vancouver coming up.
Oh, happy skating.
Thank you. Urban ice skating.
Everyone seems to be in that great spirit of a mood.
Canada's other ice sport.
I like ringette better. It's way better than hockey. Wow. No offense, hockey fans.
The Express. We are your local voice.
Community programming on Shaw has been generously sponsored in part by
hairstyling and color services for Shaw TV, provided by the Lounge Hair Studio. LoungeHairStudio.com.
The West Coast, Lotus Land, Hollywood North, home to 100 languages and as many faces and voices. In communities atop mountains and in cities on the sea, friends and neighbors, parents and children, dog walkers, social talkers to vintage rockers. It's where we all come together. Your neighborhood, your community, your local voice. Shaw TV.
Welcome back to the Express at Cypress Mountain in West Vancouver. Winter recreation isn't always about hitting the hills. One thing that's becoming a classic Vancouver winter experience is urban ice skating in the heart of the city.
Here you go. Happy skating.
Thank you. Very exciting.
I'm at Robson Square skating rink to test out the city's only downtown outdoor ice rink.
My favorite part of this job is coming down actually to the ice rink and seeing all the kids out there and just people having a great time. Everyone seems to be in that great spirit of a mood. There's never a sour face found here at Robson Square.
I really like it. It's very enjoyable, even in the cold weather and really cold weather, but I'm having a lot of fun.
It's like the first time me skating so far. I've been falling a lot, actually. Yeah, I'm quite having fun.
It's a great thing to do with students because they don't get very many chances to skate because most of the skating rinks charge you for rentals, and most of the kids in my class don't have skates. So here they get to skate for free, and the skating is free and the rentals are free, which is all they need of us to get here. It's amazing, so great.
And there's more than just skating at Robson Square.
We are known for our hot chocolate. It's one of the best hot chocolates in the city. Kids and family alike love it. So definitely come down and try out our hot chocolate. And we do sell cookies and chips and other beverages as well.
You can't book any lessons on the ice here at Robson Square, but once you're here, you can skate for as long as you want. And they say practice makes perfect, so I'm going to keep skating.
In Vancouver, I'm Kendall Harris for The Express.
The Robson Square Ice Rink is open until the end of February. You can go to the website robsonsquare.ubc.ca for a list of the hours, including when they have night skates. Our next story on The Express also takes us to the ice with a fast winter sport that involves skates and sticks and goalies, but no pucks and no rough stuff.
For Adana Avon, the ice is a place where she can just let loose.
When I'm angry at my brother, I can just let it all out here. It's just so much fun, and it's just fun to be with my friends.
The grade 5 student's been playing ringette for 6 years, using a straight stick and rubber ring to learn and develop speed, skill, and teamwork on the ice.
Hanging out with my friends, doing activities, and getting penalties.
They're learning all skating skills, forward, backward, crossovers, dealing with a stick, managing their body, strength and endurance training is another one.
Ringette started in 1963 in North Bay, Ontario. It was designed to help young hockey players focus on passing and skating, as the rings are much easier to control than pucks. There's also none of the banging, crashing, and fighting as there is in hockey, which leads some to believe it's a girly game. But don't say that here.
It's not a girls' game. Anyone can play this game. It's for all age levels, except for babies, because they can't really skate.
And if you like speed, well, ringette's as go as it gets.
It's a speed game. They call it the fastest game on ice. We don't do a face-off like you would see in some other sports. When we start in the center at a center ring, all players are in motion at all times.
Of course, there are many similarities, like scoring a goal. It feels good no matter what game you play.
I like scoring the most.
Why?
It feels really fun. It feels like you're really important in the team.
As for animosity between ringette and hockey fans, well, you won't find any of that here. And although there is no Sidney Crosby or Ryan Kessler representing their game, the kids are just as proud of their sport as hockey players, because ringette is different, and different is good.
I like ringette better. It's way better than hockey.
What?
No offense, hockey fans.
And have you ever heard of a ringette riot? Didn't think so. Tim Chung in Richmond for The Express.
And that's it for today's Express Winter Rec Special from Cypress Mountain. We do love to hear from you, so you can find us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, or send us an email, theexpress@shaw.ca, and tell us what you thought about the show and what else you'd like to see on it. Thank you for watching The Express, only on Shaw TV.
Thank you very much. Enjoy the show.